Okay, now we are in experiment number 4. Experiment number 4 is finding the internal forces in a simply supported beam. You can see the free body diagram over here. So what we are going to do, we have a beam of known length, okay, and then we are going to apply a force at the center. Then we are going to find the shear force and bending moment at a point O, which is at 1/3 of the distance. Okay, now what I have here in our experiment setup, I have a simply supported beam of length 0.8 meters. So you have to write, guys, that the length equals, write anywhere on the sheet, L equals 0.8 meters. So this is our length, this is 80 centimeters, any 0.8 meters. Okay, and then in this setup of the beam, I have two dynamometers. The top one will give me the shear force directly on the dial gauge, and the bottom one is going to give me the bending moment directly on the dial gauge. So what I have here load hangers. The weight of this load hanger is 5 newtons, and then this is their separate weights, 5 newtons, and then I have weights for 1 newtons. Okay, so this I am going to use it here, and then this load hanger I am going to apply a load of, to begin with, 16 newtons. For our first test, our experiment, 10 to begin with, let's go for the 10 newtons. So 10 newtons of force is applied here, which is at the center of the beam. Okay, now see here, applied load at half length, midpoint, 10 newtons. So experimental, we will find out, we'll get the shear force and bending moment. So how much is the shear force and bending moment? The shear force is 5, you can see here. So it's going to be, let's make a note of it here. It is 5 newtons experimental. And then the bending moment. The bending moment, boys, is going to be 1.4. So the bending moment is 1.4. Okay. Now theoretically, what we are going to do, we are going to find out this way. Theoretically, by using the equilibrium conditions, sigma Fi equal to 0, then our V equals F over 2. If the force is F here, half will be taken by this and half will be taken by this, that is F over 2. So phi equals F over 2, so that will be, you have to write anywhere on the sheet, like V equals F over 2, that means 10 over 2, that will be 5. So theoretically shear force is 5, we found out. And now we have to find out the bending moment at a point O, which is from 1/3 of the beam. So if we want to find out the bending moment at this point O, we can take either the right hand side or the left hand side. So let us take left hand side. So bending moment here, MO, will be clockwise, this force multiplied by this distance. This force is how much? F over 2. And when this is F over 2, the distance is L over 3. So that will make as M equals FL over 6. So what you have here F as 10 and L is 0.8 meters, then divided by 6 is going to be this is 10 into 0.8 divided by 6, it is 1.3, going to be 1.33. So guys, theoretically the bending moment we found was 1.33, whereas experimentally it is 1.4. Okay, now let us do the one more test and then we'll talk about the conclusion. Okay, now I am going to change F as 20 newtons. Now you see 5, 5, 5 and 5, 20. The force F is 20 newtons at the center. Now the shear force, you can see it is 10. So let's make a note here. When it is 20 Newton applied force, then the shear force is 10 and the bending moment is 2.5. Okay, so the bending moment here is 2.5 Newton meters. Okay, now let's go theoretically. Theoretically, we have to find again, like using the same thing, V equals F over 2. So F here is 20. So 20 over 2 is going to be 10. Shear force is going to be 10. And then bending moment will be FL over 6. F is, we have F as 20 now. 20 multiplied by 0.8, that's our length, divided by 6. It's going to be 2.67. It is 2.67. Now see here, guys, experimentally we got the shear force as 10 and theoretically also the same. That's fine. And then experimentally the bending moment is 2.5 and theoretically is 2.67. Now you have to write the conclusion, whether you find it as marginal difference or small difference. Whatever you find it, you write. Like your conclusion, you can write one conclusion. Your conclusion should be the experiment shear force is equal to theoretical shear force, whereas the experimental bending moment and theoretical bending moment has got little difference. You write it over here. I need to see the calculations, and this will complete your experiment number 4.